Have you ever looked at a science graph and wondered what story it is trying to tell, specifically what pieces of information are actually being measured or changed? Understanding graphs is a key skill for your GED Science test. To find variables in science experiment graphs, you should immediately look at the graph's axes. The horizontal axis, often called the x-axis, typically represents the independent variable, which is the factor that is changed or controlled by the experimenter. The vertical axis, or y-axis, usually shows the dependent variable, which is the factor that is measured and observed for changes. This arrangement isn't arbitrary. It follows a fundamental principle of scientific inquiry. In an experiment, we deliberately manipulate one thing, the independent variable, to see its effect on another thing, the dependent variable. By placing the independent variable on the x-axis and the dependent variable on the y-axis, the graph visually illustrates this cause and effect relationship, making it easy to see how one factor influences the other. Here is how you can practically identify them. First, read the graph's title, as it often provides a summary of the experiment, hinting at what was changed and what was measured. Next, carefully examine the labels on both the x-axis and the y-axis. These labels clearly state what each axis represents and often include the units of measurement. The independent variable is what you, the scientist, are testing or changing, such as the amount of fertilizer given to plants. The dependent variable is the result you measure, like the height of the plants. A helpful trick is to remember the phrase mix for the x-axis and dry for the y-axis. Mix stands for manipulated, independent x-axis, meaning the variable you change goes on the x-axis. Dry stands for dependent, responding y-axis, indicating the variable that responds to your changes goes on the y-axis. You might also encounter control variables, which are factors kept constant throughout the experiment to ensure that only the independent variable is affecting the dependent variable. These usually are not plotted on the main axes but are crucial for a valid experiment. By systematically identifying the independent and dependent variables on a graph, you unlock the full meaning of the experiment's results. This ability allows you to clearly understand the relationship being investigated, interpret trends, and draw accurate conclusions, ultimately boosting your confidence and performance on the GED Science exam.